Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe. So y'all, we just gonna go ahead and get right into this. I have been away. I haven't really been checking my YouTube. And when I went ahead that same day, you guys, that I just posted for the community page, something had told me that day to just take a look at your YouTube channel. Take a look. And plus, I already was like, I miss my channel. You know, I want to come back, but I need to handle these personal matters so that when I come back, I can come back strong and I can keep things more afloat. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't control the timing of things and you can't rush things. So I checked my YouTube channel. I was so excited, y'all, because I realized that I had 115 subscribers. I was like, wow, because before I had left, I think I had like 90 something. So I was really shocked to see that I went from 90 something subscribers 2 months ago to 115 now. And then I realized in my notifications, I saw a screenshot of one of my videos that I did, but I saw that someone had mentioned me in it. So I was just like, what is this? You know, I went to it. Oh, this is what they're reacting off of. I was like, oh, okay. The name of his YouTube channel is The Game Giver with a $, the number 1, and then billion. So this guy reacted off of my video from speaking from my experience on why I don't date black men anymore. This guy chose to react off of that video. And I have to say that when I listened to it, like, you know, my ears was completely open and, you know, I didn't feel no offense to it. I honestly thought it was even a little funny because this guy swear he know me, y'all. This guy swear he know me, y'all. He was reading me, y'all. I definitely will play his whole entire reaction during this video. I definitely will change the tone of his voice so that I don't get copyrighted. I need y'all to hear what this man has said to me. This video that he did off of my video was 11 minutes and 3 seconds long. Now, mind y'all, my video is 44 minutes and 47 seconds. In 11 minutes, y'all, he sized me up. I'm going to pause it and play it and pause it and play it. So definitely, I want y'all to know that. But if you guys really just want to, I really advise y'all that if y'all have not seen the video where I talk about why I don't date black men anymore, I advise y'all to go watch that video first before y'all even watch this video, okay? Because if you have not watched my channel and you're new and you see this video, you're gonna be totally confused. Or you just gonna think that this is drama when it's not drama. It's just what led up to this, you know, and it's just a reaction off of a reaction, you know. That's all it is, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and start playing this video. It's funny too because he titles the video of him reacting off of my video title, Real Talk with Yanni Inspires Black Women to Divest. And I mentioned Real Talk with Yanni in my video, but I mentioned it basically at the end of my video. And, you know, I talked about her for a moment because I feel like she really inspired me, you know.
And so you got this woman that made this video talking about why she date out, why she's going to date out. And if you're going to date out, that's your choice. But don't use black men as your reason for dating out. Just date out because you want to date out.
Now, I'm using black men because I have been dating black men all of my life. I have been experiencing black men all of my life, starting from my father. Now, when I first started talking in this video that you are reacting off of, I mentioned that. I mentioned that the first problem with the first man on this earth that was a black man was my father, and that I had a troubled relationship with him. So that's where it started. So it would be a difference if when I grew up, I had my father in my life and I had more positive black males in my life. and I didn't suffer any type of pain or hurt or traumatic experiences with a black man, then I could probably say, and then if I was out here dating them and I'm just like, no, just not satisfied, I need to date outside my race, then I would do it that way. But that's not how it is for me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's experience is different. So that's why I'm using black men, because black men is what I've experienced, and I've experienced from certain black men, not all black men, which I've stated in my video, and I said it multiple times that I'm not talking about all black men. Just a certain percentage of black men, not all black men, but a certain percentage. Okay. So I am using black men because I'm speaking from my experience of dating black men all my life and dealing with black men all my life, my experience. So that's one.
This shit it's getting stupid to this point because black men do the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
And I agree with that too. It's a lot of black men out here telling black women what they need to do. And there's a lot of black women out here that's telling black men what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? But the difference between me as a black woman, and when I get on my platform, I'm not telling people what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm never speaking and saying, or I never said even in my video that I want black men to be like this and black men to be like that and black men should do this and black men should do that. I just talk about the hurt and the pain that they give me and my reaction off of it. Like at some point, just before the pandemic, we realized a lot of things, and then the lockdown came, and then it just all came out. I feel like at some point, black men and women have lost respect for each other, and we don't appreciate each other, and it's just been disrespect on both ends for too long. And I feel like now black men and black women don't know how to love each other. I feel like we want to love each other. We need to love each other, but we don't know how. Because now our grandparents, just everybody, you know what I'm saying, before us as black people, is they too old now. It's nothing that they can do. And we don't have a lot of black positive role models. And we don't have, but that's why I was like, real talk with Yanni, she's definitely a role model for me. I was saying, I really feel like black men and black women don't know how to love each other no more. And I feel like we both sad about it. I feel like we both angry about it. We both confused about it. We both frustrated about it. You know what I'm saying? I see it every day, these podcasts with black men and black women, and we both just be going back and forth and going back and forth. And it's just like, it will never stop, because at some point, somebody, you know what I'm saying? It's like somebody got to just say, just stop. And who is supposed to say, just stop? So until it just stops and we just either love each other or just say, I'm just not going to deal with it and date outside our race, then we just going to keep coming into more people, more black men coming on here telling black women what they need to do. And then we're going to have more black women coming on here telling black men what they need to do. And it's never going to stop, because we all hurting and we all traumatized, and we just don't know what to do at this point, and then you have just certain categories of people. Like, I don't even want to go too down that path, y'all, but yeah.
But this is dumb. This is really fucking retarded. Right? So let's get this straight. Now, let's look at this woman. She calls herself a BBW, right? She talked about how she wanted to, she was going through bad relationships. She's a BBW. She was talking about the colorism and this, that, and the third or whatever, right? And she talked about how she was just getting sex and never even had an engagement.
Now, I'm going to just stop right there. Because I never said in the video that I was just getting sex from black men. I did say that I have only been intimate with black men because, for a long time, that was the truth. For a long time, when I started to become sexually active, it was always with a black man. Now, when I say that, that don't mean that I was just sleeping with any black man that was near me or just being passed around, because that's the farthest from the truth. When you talking to me, when you mentioning me, this black woman, that's farthest from the truth. I've never been the type to be a pass around. I've never been the type to be sleeping around. And to be honest, when I was 16 and when I became sexually active, when I turned 18, I stopped having sex. I stopped having sex for 1 year when I was 18. And then I went 2 years one time. And then I went 3 years one time. And then I went another year one time. And now currently I have not had sex in over 1.5 years. You think I'm a pass around? You think I was dating any old Tom, Dick, and Harry? And then if somebody is dating, that don't mean that they're sleeping with everybody that they're dating. That does not mean that. So if you the type of person that think that because somebody like, oh, I went on these 10 dates last month, you think that that person that said that they dating all 10 of them people, you think that person slept with all 10 of them people? Well, not for me, not in my case. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that type of person. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very classy woman. That is not me. I am not no hood chick. I don't have tattoos on my face. Y'all, this man said I had a tattoo on my face. I don't have a tattoo on my face. Never have, and don't even want a tattoo on my face. And I would never even date a guy that got a tattoo on his face or his neck, and haven't done that.
Just stupid shit. Just dumb shit. Just seriously dumb shit. It's like, this woman really don't have no fucking clue. Like,
and see, that's a part of my trauma when it comes to black men. You know, all that hyper masculinity, and you think just because you a man and you have a penis and balls in between your legs that you feel like you're macho, and that when you hop up in a room that you should be acknowledged and treated like a king. That's not how it's finna go. You know what I'm saying?
This woman really don't have no fucking clue. Like, this is the shit. It's like, it's dumb at this point. Because I get tired of, like, black men doing this shit with black women. It's like, this is dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. If you're going to date out, or if you're dating a black man, you're supposed to pick the type of man that you want. If you want to get married.
Now, I'm going to stop right there. Because when I did this video and when I said speaking from my experience, I was speaking from many years ago. You know what I'm saying? This is 10 plus years ago of my life and where Alexis was at, you know, and how when I was younger, I was very naive. I thought that everyone was nice and sweet and giving and loving and trustworthy. I thought everybody was like me. You know what I'm saying? So yes, the part that I play in my past when it comes to dating black men and, you know, having the whole traumatic experiences, is 50-50. It's 50% on them because they was just this shitty person. And then the other 50% was on me because I was being too naive, too trusting, and I allowed someone to use me like a doormat and treat me any old kind of way. Everything that I explained was my past dating life, my past relationships, past situationships. And it's just like, I am totally out of that headspace. I am not in that headspace anymore. As far as, you know, me even encountering these guys, I don't even encounter these guys no more because, you know what I'm saying? I have definitely healed a lot. I definitely have found my worth. I did not know my worth. So it's no wonder why I came across these guys. You know what I'm saying? And I said in this video that, you know, I know the main reason why I came across these guys is because starting off from me being a little girl, I never was seen or heard or loved or felt protected by my father, who was a black man. It started from him first. And I said that in this video. I said that for a little girl, her father is her first love and how she is supposed to be treated. And in that way, when we see how our father treats us as a little girl, we see how much we are loved by our father, how much we are cared, how much we are protected. And then we get to see that when we get older, like, hey, I want a father like a man like my father that's going to love me and protect me and spoil me and teach me things and not belittle me. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing when it comes to the black men that I've dated. They talk to me so harshly. They talk to me so harshly and belittled me and make me seem like I was just so stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference between a man that is trying to teach you something, and then while he's trying to teach you something and you're conversing back with him or interacting with him, and he just like, no, every move you making is just stupid. No, stop. No, you're stupid. Oh, I can't teach you nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to learn from a man like that. I want to learn from a man that's going to be patient with me and understand that I have no type of knowledge about this. So take your time with me and don't be harsh with me. Don't belittle me. Don't degrade me. You know what I'm saying? Take your time and teach me. Okay. You know, that's the type of man I want to learn from, you know, and the fact that you trying to teach me something, which I appreciate, but sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
You need to be moving like you want to be married.
And, you know, when I was younger, like I had no, how can I say? I had no example of, you know, what a married woman is supposed to be like. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I can even say from my mother could only teach me so much because my mother was never married. So it's like if my mother was married or if she's been married before or was married, and when I was a little girl growing up, my mother would have been able to teach me these things on how to be a wife and what you should do for your husband while you're a wife. But my mama never had that experience, so she couldn't teach me. You know what I'm saying? And then what I've learned from my grandmother pretty much really wasn't much, but just bearing it all. You know what I'm saying? Like my grandmother, she was like basically my only example of being a wife. And my grandmother, she had a lot of responsibilities, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, wow, like I never want to be in a marriage dynamic like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say that my grandparents' marriage wasn't beautiful, but I just knew that, you know what I'm saying? When I saw certain things in my grandmother, that as a wife, I just was like, yeah, I would never tolerate that type of stuff. I would never deal with that stuff. But you have to also take into consideration that my grandmother came from a different decade, like a totally different decade than what's going on right now. So I pretty much didn't learn anything from that either. But besides, my grandmother told me how to cook. You know, my mama told me how to cook. My mama told me how to clean. My grandma told me how to clean. You know what I'm saying? My grandma, you know what I'm saying? My grandma and my mama told me how to do house things. That was really it. But no one can teach you how to be a wife. And even if someone can teach you how to be a wife, you still won't know how to be a wife until you really are a wife. You know what I'm saying? Then you learn from your own. I honestly feel like can't nobody teach you how to be a wife. People can guide you and give you tips and give you advice, you know, and then to say that, oh, I think I'm not wifey material. I am wifey material. But guess what? It took me damn near 27 years to realize that I am wifey material and that I am enough.
You need to be the person that somebody would want to marry. So rule number one, you know you're overweight. And I'm a big guy and I'm overweight, so I'm not here to judge you on it, right? But you know you're overweight and you know you want to get married. So instead of just accepting I'm a BBW, hit the motherfucking gym, right?
I had no problem. And that was another thing. That's why my weight wasn't such a main concern, because I was able to pull the best looking guy in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like that was never an issue for me. Like some of the guys that I've been in a relationship with, some of the guys that I've been in a situationship with were the best looking guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's never a problem for me to pull a good looking guy.
Hit the motherfucking gym. Go work out, go exercise, get in shape, and then you could have done. You know, now that's rule number one. Two.
And then also I want to say, on my YouTube channel, I have a video showing me implanted fitness. And then outside of that, that's why I'm going to the doctor and, you know what I'm saying, get my blood type so that I can understand more on what type of diet that I need to be on, because I really need to figure that out. Like what diets, what food should I really eat that will actually give my body what it needs? You know what I'm saying?
What type of men are you choosing? So you need to tell me you wake up and choose any old type of random black man. You don't choose the type of black man that you're supposed to choose. If you want to get...
And then, you know, growing up, like I didn't know what I want. I didn't know what I want, but I knew that I wasn't supposed to be getting treated that way. You know, I did know that, you know, so I can acknowledge the fact that, yeah, I should have known what I wanted in a man. I should have. But guess what? I was 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. A young girl that didn't really have many models to look up to at all, basically. That's why I think it's very important for everyone. Like, if you don't have positive people in your life to just show you and teach you certain things, I think everybody should have a life coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, and I didn't know for a long time. So I will acknowledge that as well. I didn't know at these ages. That's why they say, like, you shouldn't even be messing around with sex if you're not grown enough, because all of this stuff is grown. This is an adult life. Having sex with somebody, being involved with somebody, dating somebody, is all grown stuff. It's all adulthood. And I was doing all of that way before I entered into adulthood, you know? And that's a lot of people problems. You know what I'm saying? People getting pregnant 16. You ain't no adult. You know what I'm saying? You having sex before you an adult. Why? You know what I'm saying? That's another thing.
Then you should be choosing to date black men.
You're never supposed to be going after no man. So me as a woman, for a very long time, I was always sitting back and, you know what I'm saying? Basically, all the guys that I did date, some of the guys that I did get in a relationship with, some of the guys that I was in a situation with, they always approached me. I never was approaching them. The Pookies and Ray Rays was approaching me. And then at that time, like I said, when I was 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, I didn't hear Pookies and Ray Rays. I never heard that saying of Pookies and Ray Rays. I never heard that saying. I swear to God, I never heard that saying really until like just before the pandemic is when I heard that Pookies and Ray Rays. And I'm like, what is a Pookie and a Ray Ray? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never heard that saying, and I didn't know what it was. And then when I found out, I was like, oh, you know. And like the guys that approached me, they wasn't no hood dudes, because I was not dating no hood dudes. I was not dating no drug dealers. These guys was regular. Some of these guys was nerds, and some of these guys was probably some bad boys. You know what I'm saying? Because most of them did look very attractive. So I think that, you know, I had a problem with dating the most attractive guy in the room that pretty much was a player. You know what I'm saying? I dated a lot of players. I can say that. So that was my issue too. I attracted a lot of players. I attracted a lot of guys that really reminded me of my father that I did not realize until now. So yeah, and these are things that I stated in this video.
Looking to have that lifestyle that you want. 99% of black women run around choosing gangbangers, drug dealers, scammers, and thugs. And you seem like that type of black woman.
No.
By your actions.
No.
By the way you talk, I can tell what type of black man you pick.
No.
Black women just wake up, go outside, pick gangbangers standing on the corner and talking about why they get fucking married. Why my booty call?
Now you right about that though. You know what I'm saying? There is some women out here that is just completely lost in the sauce, and they ain't gonna get out of it, and they gonna stay stuck in it. They gonna stay low vibrational. So what you just mentioned, you talking about the low vibrational black woman that's out here in the hood, because I stay in the hood too. But you talking about them certain type of black women that's in the hood that is lost and ain't gonna never get out. And they pretty much is like, this is my life. These are the cards I've been dealt with, so I'm gonna deal with it. So that's why they out here. And some of these black women are out here dealing with Pookies and Ray Rays and having kids with Pookies and Ray Rays. After they done finished their 10th child with these Pookies and Ray Rays, they like, damn. So I know exactly what type of women you talking about, but this just ain't the one right here. This ain't the one. I'm not like that.
Who you chose to get with. Y'all pick the worst type of black men to sleep with. And this is why the passport bros exist. Although the passport bros, a lot of them are tricking and paying for sex overseas, but a lot of them couldn't get girls over here anyway, so they had to go over there and trick. And they might have to pay to get a wife. So, you're not even making any sense. So So one, you know you're not in shape. Two, you're not even picking the right type of men. Black women choose the worst type of men. And the type of men y'all choose are the type of men y'all complain about.
Sometimes some women don't know. Sometimes some women literally have had no figures in their life to be like, hey, decide what kind of man you want in life. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we've never had a positive father in our life to show us. And if we grow up fatherless as women, if we grow up fatherless, we don't know. Unless we have a figure in our life to teach us or show us stuff like that. Or unless we can see an example of someone out here to show us and teach us something like that. So if we don't know, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? And my whole thing is, when I was growing up, I was just hoping that I was just going to bump into my Prince Charming and we was going to get married and live happily ever after, which there is no such thing as that. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. It's not. So I was in La La Land growing up. I was a very young girl. Yes, I was very naive. And that's why, speaking from my experience, I'm talking about stuff that happened to me years ago. I'm talking about stuff that, you know, I have taken accountability for because I know the parts that I've played, which was being too nice, being too trusting, being too open, being too giving, being too loving. And my problem was staying and hoping that someone would change. My problem was trying to heal a man that didn't want to heal because he just want to stay hurt. You know what I'm saying? I dated a lot of black men that were hurt by either their mothers or traumatic experience that they had growing up. And I attracted a lot of broken men, a lot.
Get everything y'all deserve. It's not black men. It's the black men that you like. Oh, there's a reason why you go outside in Chicago and 40 niggas standing on the corner. They all gangbangers, but they all got baby mamas.
And I don't like stuff like that. I never been the type, even when I was younger in the hood, and it's guys posted up on the corner, posted up at the liquor store, in a whole group. I try my best to avoid being in areas like that because I don't want nobody whistling at me. I don't want nobody looking at my booty or looking at my body parts or just looking at me like you really trying to see me naked. Like, I don't like being around lustful energy. I don't like being around guys that lust after me. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that stuff. So when stuff like that, when I seen stuff like that growing up and when I was out here dating, I never went to, like, if I pulled up to a store and I saw that it was a lot of black men in that store and they in a group and they thugs, they, you know what I'm saying, whistling and catcalling, I don't go to them stores. I try to avoid it because 9 times out of 10, when I had no choice, they was doing that. Looking at my body, looking at my booty, calling my name. And then if I ignore, they calling me a bitch.
Tells you right there what black women are. Majority of these black men are raised by single black mothers.
Yep.
So these black men that you're complaining about are the fucking men y'all raised. So
alone. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. It's a lot of black women out here raising black men alone. So where are the black fathers? So why is there so many black mothers out here raising their black sons alone? Where are the fathers? Where are they? Even if they don't want to stay in the home or stay with that mother, why are they not consistent in their child's life outside of the home? Because my father was a prime example of that. He was not a consistent father with me at all.
Say you want to date out, in which do your thing. But then you saying, oh, I'm crying about why I be dating out because all the black men I get the fuck out of here. You know what type of niggas you picked. Mm-hmm. You didn't pick the motherfucking black man that was actually trying to get married.
And, you know, I will say that I had one boyfriend when I was 16 and he was a year younger than me and he was the sweetest. You know, it didn't, you know, continue because we both did something and we were both immature at the time. We both did something to basically split us up. And then, you know what I'm saying? Depending on your environment, there's only a certain type of men around and a certain type of women around. You know, I was into nerdy type of guys because I saw that they kept to themselves. They seemed like they was loyal, and you know what I'm saying? They seemed like they had their hairs on straight, but you know, I was not attracted to the nerds back then, and they was not attractive. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that sounds really superficial of me, but at that time, I really cared about looks. And maybe that's probably why I dealt with a lot of guys that looked good, but was really shitty to me because they was really shitty people on the inside, you know, because it's not always about looks. It's about who the person is on the inside. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, you know, growing up in my type of environment where I'm from Michigan, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in the hood, okay? And it's like you don't have too much to pick from. You don't have too many guys to pick from because most of them gonna end up in prison. Most of them gonna end up having baby mamas. And I'm not dating no guy. You know what I'm saying? We just don't have that many options. And then there's more women on the planet than men. That was something I had found out too, you know? So it's like, it's not that many men on earth, you know? And then it's like outside of a man, you got to first wonder, you know what I'm saying? Because I want a heterosexual man. So it's like, okay, heterosexual. But it's like out of heterosexual men, there's a percentage of gay men. There's a percentage of bisexual men. There's a percentage of men that are in prison. There's a percentage of men that are, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you got all of these factors, and it's just like we don't have too many choices. We don't have too many options. Like as women, for me, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have too many choices to choose from. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't know, you know, what God would be for me, you know? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I never approached these guys. They all approached me. And that's not to say that every guy that approached me got to date me, got to sleep with me, got to be in a situationship with me. That's not what I'm saying either. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these guys that I dealt with, they approached me.
Pick the motherfucking black man that was actually trying to get married. You didn't pick the black man that wanted to.
And that's what I was saying. The one to actually get married. That guy that I was with when I was 16, he was really, really sweet. And that was someone that I could have, you know what I'm saying, seen myself being married to because he was really a sweet guy. You know what I'm saying? He was a very, very sweet guy to me. He, you know what I'm saying, embraced my body. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you fine just the way you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a man right there that was showing me that I was beautiful just the way that I am. And even at that time, I didn't realize it because I had low self-esteem. I didn't know my worth. I felt unworthy because I just was never good enough for my father. So it's like when you look at your father and moving around, and then I was looking for love in all the wrong places as well. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that, okay, if this guy, you know, he want to take me out, he must really like me. You know, when they say certain things, you know, a player will play you. You know what I'm saying? We all know that. A player got games and they will play you and mind fuck you. And if you don't know no better, if you just a good hearted person and naive and don't really know, you will get it taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying? And it's either a matter of time before you realize that and do something about it, or you just never realize it and be used up all your life. And I knew I was not going to be used up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just glad that I woke up to the BS.
And didn't want to live in the hood.
And then actually I had a boyfriend when I was 16 as well, and he was trying to get me pregnant. Like, he was like, I want to get you pregnant. I want to get you pregnant. And I was just like, I'm not finna let you get me pregnant. And he just couldn't understand why. He was like, why? I love you. You my girlfriend. And, and I was just like, do you see where you living at? And he was staying on like Livernois and stuff. And that's the hood, you know? And I was just like, you don't have no car. I don't have no car. We still in high school. You stay on Livernois. You don't even have your own place. You don't even have a job. I don't even have a job. I was like, what type of sense do that make? And he was just like, oh, I'm hood. I'm going to be in the hood forever. And trust and believe me, after that, we was not together no more. Okay. So I don't choose men that stay in the hood or nothing like that. I don't choose that. I definitely let go of that quick, fast, in a hurry, especially if it's revealed to me like how it was. He was trying to get me pregnant. and was trying to live in the hood because he was like, this is my life. And I'm like, no, this is not my life. So yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't pick the black man that said, now I don't want to be in the hood. I don't want to be in this fucked up ass environment. You ain't picked that. You picked Pookie and Ray Ray.
No.
And you got exactly what you wanted. You got fucked, you got used, and you got abused. Because those type of men that were
got used and abused, but not fucked. Okay, not that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we could chill on that. Okay, we ain't gotta go that far now. We ain't gotta go that far now. You know what I'm saying? Calm down, sir. Calm down.
hey, women like you are black men that just want to use you for your food or sex. Even if you be in a BBW, the only way you're really going to get, let's just say a BBW is going to get a good black, let's just say you in a tech field and you in a quote unquote educated black man. And y'all have good vibes together. Y'all have great energy to each other. And y'all like kind of like soulmates. Right? That's the only way it's gonna be. But look at the way you carry yourself. You got tattoos on your face and you sound like a hood chick.
No.
You are a hood booger.
No.
So
y'all, he called me a hood booger. Oh my gosh, I've never been called a hood booger. I'm not a hood booger. No, I don't have no tattoos on my face. No. If you referring to my hyperpigmentation, yes, I have hyperpigmentation on my cheeks. They are actually smaller now. Actually, from when I did this video, my hyperpigmentation on my face was way bigger and darker than what it is right now, which I'm so happy about. And that definitely proves that I have been losing weight since that video, because my hyperpigmentation has lightened up and gotten so much smaller right now. So if you're talking about that, that is not a tattoo. That is hyperpigmentation on my face. I use foundation sometimes to just, you know, cover it up, because honestly, that's something I'm more worried about now than even my own weight. So it's just like, because my weight is definitely managed now. It's getting managed and it's under control. And like I said, my diet is pretty much is almost getting there, but I have a few more things that I need to like incorporate in my diet. And you know, it's all about a trial and error. Like, I have to try this diet and see how this goes. Try this diet and see how this goes. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that thing right now.
you're a hood booger, so you got with hood niggas and you got them exactly the results you want. So don't sit up here and talk that black man this, that, and the third, and I had to date out and da-da-da-da. No, you picked exactly what you want. Pookies and Ray Rays. Just you was 99% of black women. And you know what's fucked up is even the black women in my family. It's like black women are immune to Pookies and Ray Rays. And then they complain about the same niggas they create. And not, respectfully, you are a BBW, but you do got your natural hair. You do have a pretty face. So if you had worked out and lost weight, lost about 100 and 200 pounds, you would be really, really fucking beautiful.
I'm beautiful now, okay? Can we get this whole, oh, if you lose 200 pounds, 100 pounds, you'll be gorgeous. Tell somebody they gorgeous now. And they're going to be even more gorgeous when they lose 100 and 200 pounds. You know what I'm saying? It's like I had to accept myself for the way that I am right now to truly embrace myself and love myself. I have to accept myself the way it is right now and just know that along the way, I'm going to make improvements. And sooner or later, when I look in that mirror, I'm going to be proud of myself and the hard work that I did to accomplish it. And then that was another thing that I mentioned in this video that he reacted to. I said, literally in the black community, there is a stereotype when it comes to BBWs. And you know what I'm saying? Most black guys, or the black guys that I've came across, you know what I'm saying? They deal with certain type of BBWs that got a pretty face. You know what I'm saying? Like me, you know what I'm saying? I am a BBW with a pretty face. And I'm like pretty fair skin, you know what I'm saying? So the guys that I came across, they was like, she's good enough, but not enough. You know what I'm saying? It gave me that vibe. And then what you just saying, what you said sounded like that. Like, oh, you're cute, but it's not enough, because basically you need to lose 100 to 2 pounds. Like, 100 or 200 pounds. Like, you're basically telling me I'm still not enough when you need to tell people they enough. You know what I'm saying? Speak positivity into people. You know what I'm saying? Tell people they enough. Don't do that. Don't lower someone's confidence by saying that to somebody. Come on now. Like, this is what I mean. It's the delivery. You know what I'm saying? It would be so much better if a lot of these black women and black men that have these podcasts just start speaking life into each other, man. That's all we need to do instead of this back and forth. Oh, you this and oh, you did. We just need to come together and be like, hey, we have to stop this narrative. We have to stop sleeping around with women raw that we know we don't want to be with. So then we get her pregnant and just leave her high and dry to deal with the kids. And now she being traumatic to my kids. And now my kids growing up being traumatic to other people. And it's just a cycle that keep going. And then for the women, oh, I need to stop dealing with Pookies and Ray Rays. I need to love myself. We just really need better role models. You know what I'm saying? In the black community and urban areas, in our schooling systems, especially high school, really middle school and high school is crucial. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like those are the peaks just before 18. And it's like we need better role models. We need counselors that literally talk to us at middle school and high school, and that help us develop our best selves. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. So that a lot of us in this generation now that's in my age group, we could have grown up with more confidence in ourselves, and we could have been more like, I believe that I can do this because I've been set up for success. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us have been failed through these school systems, through our parents, and we have not been set up for success. And we had to grow up and figure it out on our own. And we had to do a lot of trial and error. And sometimes when you had to do that on your own because you had no role models to look up to, you will end up with some scars. You will end up with some pain. You will end up with some trauma. But what you do with that is up to you. And me, I said I was not going to play the victim. I was not going to look for empathy because that's not what I'm doing. I'm not looking for nobody to feel sorry for me. I'm not looking for nobody to have empathy for me. I just want to share my life and share my traumas and how I've overcome them and possibly give someone advice, motivation.
Standard. It's like black women want fucked up black men, but white women at work, white men that go to work and work a job. They want the drug dealers, the gangbangers, the scammers for black men, but the white boy can work a job and this, that, and go to school and shit like that. Man, get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit. We not jacking that shit. Now you can go date.
Now, if that's that black woman's choice, she probably is happy with that white man. Because guess what? I bet that white man that she dating probably speaks life into her every day. He probably acknowledges, you know what I'm saying, the things that she has gone through. He probably listens to her and pays attention to her and is attentive to her and is soft with her and is open to expressing himself. A lot of black men don't express their feelings. They act so nonchalant and cold, like they don't have no feelings. And that was something that I dealt with too, stemming from my father. So it's like she dealing, if these black women are dating with white men, it's probably because they're happy. You know what I'm saying? Even if they look the whitest of the white and nerdiest of the whitest white, like these black women are happy. When they date outside their race, they're happy. That's all I've been seeing is black women who literally step out in the unknown and date other races. They end up happy. They don't end up with more trauma stories and this and that. They end up happy. Some of them end up, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, they end up meeting their whole soulmate and then they end up being business partners and creating generational wealth. A lot of black women nowadays can't do that with black men because we're all hurting. We're all hurting and we're all at a disconnect. So now we all on these podcasts and now we here.
The hell you want to do? This your business, this your life. But like I tell the stupid ass black men that get online and cry about how they need to date out and this, that, and the third. If you want to date out, date out. But sitting online.
And I thank you for acknowledging that, because a lot of black men don't acknowledge other black men that do that. So I appreciate you for acknowledging that. That's what's up.
Crying about black women and using black women as an excuse. No, you go do what the fuck you want to do. Right. Black men are not the excuse for you dating out. You knew what type of niggas you got with, and they just like they knew what type of women they was fucking with. Because black men have issues in picking women too, and a lot of it is due to their fucked up ass mothers.
But where the daddies at? Where the daddies at?
But I'm done. Wish you the best.
Yeah, all right. I think he said wish you the best. Thank you. I wish you the best too, you know. Like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad. I didn't feel no type of way when you did that video, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, I just was like, you know, I was happy because I was like, you know what I'm saying? My message is is reaching. You know what I'm saying? My message is reaching. And you know what I'm saying? I know that sometimes when it comes to doing certain things in life, especially when you going down your path of your purpose, there is people designed to try and stop you. There are people designed to try and scare you on your journey. There are people born and designed with a spirit in them to try and distract you from loving you, from being you, your authentic self, from healing, from leaving that toxic relationship. There are people who literally want to see you stuck and don't progress. There are literally people born into this world like that. So I knew that going down this path of my purpose, that I was going to come into a lot of positive people and then also a lot of negative people, you know. And I just feel like if you don't got no haters, you ain't doing nothing right. So right now, I just feel like I'm doing it right. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I need to do, and I'm going to keep pushing through, you know? And you know what I'm saying? I just hope that one day that black men and black women will stop hurting each other and figure out how to love each other, because that's just what it is. We have been disconnected for so long, and I don't even want to go back and say how long I think it's been, you know, but black men and black women have been disconnected from each other for so long now. It's starting to become nationwide, and it's honestly scary. You know what I'm saying? It is. It's really, really scary. You know, so yeah, y'all. So I really advise y'all, if y'all have not seen this video that I am talking about that I did, I advise you to go on my YouTube channel and watch from speaking from my experience, why I don't date black men anymore. And then when you watch that video, watch it from the beginning to the end. Do not skip. None of that. Okay, watch it from the beginning to the end. I will definitely have more uploads coming for y'all. Okay. I'm just in a season right now of like letting go. And, you know, I have to let go of some family members, and it's crushing me, but it just got to be done because I matter. You know what I'm saying? I matter. I'm enough. I am worth it. I am love. And, you know, I'm open to receiving love. You know, if someone is bringing you more chaos and hurt than they are peace and love, cut that person out. I don't care who it is, you know. So, peace, y'all.